happy to welcome in Cllr Raquel Violero from Javea Town Hall. Rescheduled this because, we missed you last week.
Yes.
Feeling better, I hope.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Good. No, as we know, your English is perfect. But
It's not.
No, of course it is. Yeah, you wait. If anyone hasn't heard you before, they'll find out over this next 40 minutes or so. But do you know the expression, there's definitely something going around?
I guess it's something about like viruses or something, right?
Yeah. Well, there's definitely something going around.
Yes, it always happens in November, like where the weather changes and now it's so windy.
Yeah.
People start getting sick. And doctors always say, no, it's not the cold that makes you sick. Well, everybody gets sick now, so I don't know.
I haven't thought that. Yeah, you know, in movies when someone gets cold and then suddenly they've got a cold, but it's not. It is germs.
It's
but
not.
I don't know. Perhaps things.
I don't know. They
around.
thrive in the cold or something.
I guess, are we underway with the flu jab around these parts? I suppose we are, aren't we? It was October, I think, yeah. So, get that if you're entitled to it. Now, we've got plenty to cover over the next, let's say, half an hour or so. You've sent me one or two bits that we're talking about locally. I just wanted to ask you this quickly. You don't have to answer, but how interested or how much do you have to get involved in what's going on regionally in Valencia? Because, one or two bits with the regional government. Changes with this new head on the way, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that affect what you're doing locally?
No.
No, nothing at all?
No, it doesn't.
Same party, but you don't have to get
it affects on the things that have to do with regional budgets, for example, things like that. But it happens like nationally as well. For example, the central government hasn't approved new budgets, and that's affecting social services, for example, here. And that also affects our budget because, of course, we are a local, a town hall, but we depend on central government or regional government on some matters.
Of course.
So, of course, it does. Yeah.
And they're still working, I think, on the 2023 budget, are they, nationally?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's not been updated because they can't get it through.
That's it.
Unlike,
that's it.
by the sounds of it, yourselves, there's a new budget around. Has that gone through? Or is it going through? What's the latest?
It has, yes. So the new budget was approved on the 19th of November, so last week. Oh. It has been approved provisionally. So now it has to follow a lot of steps to be approved, like, totally, so we can use the money. Some administration 101 is that administration has a lot of steps to follow, and budget is one very complicated thing. So you have to follow all the steps, and each step has a specific period of time that has to pass to be completed. So right now what we've achieved is if everything goes as planned, the money will be available on the 1st of January. And that's great because we can start working on new projects or the projects that have been left behind because of time or money or whatever on the 1st. And that's great because you cannot miss a day in the administration.
Right. So it does work on the calendar year then. So it's 1st of January to the end of the year.
And it's great because it's the second budget that we have achieved like annually, because we had one in 2025 and now one in 2026. And the last one was from 2022.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's great because it's the first time that our municipality has reached that in over 15 years. And it's great because you get to keep up to date with the change in prices, for one. And also you see if something, you needed more money to do something and you couldn't do it. Now you can change it. If you don't have a new budget, you're still at the same step that you were before, so you are not going to go forward.
Right, gotcha.
And right now we have the new budget. And what we have done, we always say this, we do not like to be idealistic or anything like that. We prefer to be realistic because we know how administration works, and we know that there's an expression in Spanish, vender humo, like you sell things that are not there, just ideas, and we prefer to sell things that we know are going to happen. So some people may think, it's not like very, you don't get that much money than before or things like that, but we are adjusted to the things that we know are going to happen. We get a balanced budget without indebting Xàbia and also without compromising the future. And we invest in the well-being and the opportunities, and we are focused on staff. And that it might seem like very internal focused, but you have to keep in mind that if we don't have staff, then projects cannot go on.
Sure.
For example, we always say about cleaning, right? The gardens, the green areas. Right now, we have 3 gardeners working.
Yes, that's right. I remember you saying last time.
Yeah, in the whole area. So obviously we need more gardeners. And that's one of the things that the budget has. Like, we try and get all the machine working, yeah? And also the projects that are already prepared or in process. We have like 3 areas: culture and heritage, social protection, environment and sustainability, public safety, and then cleaning and maintenance of street, beaches and green areas is the main focus, because we realized that, well, this year, 225, we need more money for that. So the most amount of money that we get in the 2026, the raise is in there. So we can get more people in and we can start doing things better, because we know Xàbia is not in its best shape, and we want to restore like the beauty of Xàbia, because we know it's gorgeous, but you have to do things to keep it that way.
Yeah, and this is the sort of reality, because people say, "Oh, why don't you do this, this, and this?" Well, it's all got to be budgeted for. There's not the staff or the money sometimes to point.
And again, steps. Periods of time that you have to follow, because maybe you have the money and you have the contract, but you put the contract into the contract area in the ayuntamiento, and then you need 6 months to make it happen. So that's why it's very important to have the money on the 1st of January, so you can go, fast doing that. And so the restoration of historical heritage, for example, Casa Candelaria in the Pueblo, you may have seen like everything in there. And they are working with this house that is next to the ayuntamiento and is very, very old, and it's going to become a cultural arts center, something like that. Then we have also the Central Cinema, which was the cinema that was there like ages ago, and it's a beautiful building, and right now it's empty, and we always need new places to do things. So these projects have been there for, 5 to 10 years, and right now with this budget, what we are trying to do is make them happen. So that, and then the improvement of basic infrastructure, so roads, roundabouts, green areas, things like that, lights as well.
Yes.
And also responsible water management, and we are going to talk about that later. So yeah, we're committed to making things responsibly and realistically, and to try and get that stability that we need to make things work properly.
Now, I know sometimes you put things out there for residents to have their say on. Do they have any sort of input into the budget?
Yes, they can. So right now, I think it's open to the public. So if you have anything that you want to say, like justified, of course, now is the moment to do so.
Oh, is it? It's a stage of getting it through, is it?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, right. Well, I was going to ask where it needs to go.
It's a month. So probably until, almost the end of December, they'll have time to do that.
And let's talk about the desalination plant in Xàbia, because if there's a couple of things we know about it, it's really useful.
It is.
But also it's quite expensive to run, I gather.
Well, the thing is, I think many people don't know that we have a desalination plant.
Really? Wow.
Because you think, like, money grows from trees, and water you just open the tap and it just goes and flows, and you get to use it, and it's not that way, especially not in here.
And sorry, I was going to say, as in people in surrounding towns found out, I think last summer, it doesn't always
because they
keep
needed
going.
us.
Yes,
yeah.
and you couldn't even drink it. There's too much salt in it and stuff.
That's it.
But we kept going here.
So there was a time, I don't know, like 15 or 20 years ago, where we had to shower here in Xàbia with salty water, because we didn't have, like, especially in the summer, we didn't have like clean water to shower. And
really,
and that time was where the conversation started about, well, what if we do this? And the politicians at that time, especially the mayor, they were called crazy, because it was a huge investment, like a huge investment. And right now we say, wow, the desalination plant is the jewel in the crown in Xàbia. Absolutely, because it's a guarantee against drought. And we know we have long periods of that in here. So we have a key backup for times of low rainfall. And we are the only town in the region with a guaranteed supply, thanks to the desalination plant. Especially...
So what stops everybody else? Is it the cost?
I guess so.
Yeah, because you've got the sea right there, but
and also you need like the maintenance as well, and it's very difficult and it's very technical as well. And also, if you have one here, why do you want to build another one like nearby? It wouldn't make sense, at least not for me. But here now, in times of peak demand, for example, very intense summers, or if you have like catastrophes or unforeseen events, we know that we have less risk of cuts, more peace of mind because we are going to, open the water and get water, and also a greater community resilience in the face of climate change.
That's the way it's going, yeah.
Yeah, and there's also a strategic value in there because right now we are selling water to other towns that need it. Right now I think it's Teulada and Benitache, and it's a way to build community as well. So I give you water and then you can give me something else if I need it. So we create like this, communications. And also we have the power to say that we can give water to the others.
Yeah.
And that is great. Like, I think it says a lot about who people in Xàbia are. Because if you decided to get that, it means that you like giving and you like people to have the well-being that they deserve. And I think that's the way we run the government right now as well.
Sure.
And it's great. So we realized, the cost is quite elevated and we need to cut on that. But we want to have the supply because it's amazing for us and for others as well. So the contract expired, and so the plenary approved to get the management to Amjasa, which is the water municipal company, to run it, because it allows the profits to remain in Xàbia. So that means less money to spend from the citizens when you pay your bill, your water bill. Also, we're going to get to reduce the VAT into 21%. I think it's higher now. And also we avoid the profit margin that a private company needs to get, for running
Sure, they have
it.
to. Was it a private company running it before?
Yes.
It was, okay.
Acciona, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
They were doing a great job, but we have to think, in the benefits that we can get, and we think Amjasa is going to do it beautifully. So all that will mean direct savings for the locals as well. And so we need, in plain language, we mean more secure water supply, better control as well on how to use the water and where to take it, and also lower cost for citizens. And it's very efficient. It costs money because it has cutting-edge technology. They use reverse osmosis.
Yes, that sounds right. I couldn't explain it to you right now, but it sounds correct.
So it is said that is the most efficient way to do it. So they do that. They have quality control all the time, a lot of analysis, and they have excellence in everything that they do. And also with that, we get to have more respect for the marine environment, and we make sure that the aquifers, something like that.
Aquifers, yeah.
Aquifers are not overexploited, and also everything that they cannot use to make the water clean, they reuse it for something else. For example, for the electricity that they need. So they create energy based on the CO2 that they get from the salty water, for example. So they do a great job, and really we have to be very proud of that and know that we are working to make it better even.
Yeah, I mean, presumably when it was set up, it was looking to the future, but it really is future-proof, isn't it? Because it's the way it's going. There's always a shortage with more residents as well as, the water shortages. It happens. And it doesn't happen in here because we have the desalination plant. If not, we would have the same problem that Denia or Teulada have. Yeah. It's a dumb question. Where is it and how big is it? I don't know where the plant is.
So the plant is, how to say it? Well, it's near the Tren d'Alba as well. So right behind that, the estación de autobuses?
Yes, yeah.
So there's a caminal, we say, like a small street that gets into it, and then you get to a big roundabout where the river is, and it's down there.
Oh, okay.
So it's right next by the river.
Wow. Okay, so it's in place and ready to kick in. I mean, it's not running all the time, obviously, but
no,
just
when
you need it. Yeah.
They're always prepared in case they need it, and if not, they are doing other things, but it's not always working, no.
No, okay. And just the other notes that you gave us, you got more info, maybe not everything, about some new housing. Now, this is social housing.
So I wanted to say not just things about the project that we're having now, but the plans that we are having on housing and social housing especially, because we know it's a great problem that we have, not just here, everywhere in Spain,
country,
and especially in the coast towns like ours. So this project that we have is called Plan Vive. It's a regional government initiative. Okay, in social housing. So what we did is we gave them 3 plots that are near the Tren d'Alba, so that's called Pou del Moro, right over there. And they are going to build 82 houses. And we, the town hall, are going to get 16 out of that. Okay? Yeah. So many people think because they are going to have a pool that they are not going to be social housing. That's not true, because they are going to be, so the price that you are going to buy it, it's going to be set by the regional government in terms of the law, what the social housing means. And I always say affordable doesn't mean less comfort or less dignity. And some people think just because they have the pool, they cannot be social housing. So what do you mean? They have to be like less than that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, nothing. Just a little balcony.
No,
right. But
so
is it,
no windows? No. What is it? No.
But a pool for each place, or one in, that everyone uses?
Like the
like in urbanization,
area,
right?
Yeah, things like that. So they are functional, comfortable, and energy efficient, and that's what they plan to do. Independent as well, and we try with this to work with one of the needs that we have in Xàbia. So that's it, young people or young families as well, monoparental families, so single-parent families, and the elderly that live alone, because sometimes they don't have a house and they need a house.
Yeah.
So we know there are more needs, especially families in here, but we can work like everything at the same time. So, and the opposition was saying, oh, the houses are so small. Again, we are realistic, not idealistic. So the market is working, building houses that are smaller than before. Like I remember 5 years ago, I was living in Valencia in a 70 square meter house, and we were 3 there.
Really?
So that's what they are building right now. So what is it? We are going to control the market now? No.
No, but also if it's social, what can you expect? It's not going to be a big mansion in the same.
No, it's not. But it doesn't mean it has less dignity because it's smaller. They are very efficient. So
yeah, quite. Yeah, they're modern. That's the thing.
Yeah,
it's a bit different.
And they're to have 1 or 2 bedrooms, so they're going to be great for those people. We are going to work with these 16 houses that we have. We don't know if we are going to manage them or the regional government yet, but something will be done. And it's just the first of the plans that we are having, because right now we have some plots in an area called Piver, which is far from the center. So it's not interesting to have social housing in a place that's so far from the center, because the communications in here, the transport is not great.
Sure.
So what we are doing is we are selling those plots to get money, and we are going to use that money to invest in creating more social housing in the center.
Okay.
And so with that, we pretend to do bigger houses so we can get to the families as well. And I wanted to say something. We have in here, we have a service called PROA, which is the housing service from the Ayuntamiento. It's for social housing. And if you have a house and you think people matter more than money, and you want to rent that house that you have for an affordable price, you can call the PROA and get your house into the list that they have. So people with needs can go there and maybe rent it for a price that they can afford, And that way, you are helping the people in Xàbia as well.
Sure.
So you're right if you want to, of course, rent it to an amount that's not affordable, but we have to do something, like all of us. So it's a change in the mind as well, I think.
Sure. But with the new places, how are you going to start, getting people on the list? Because there's going to be more people than 16 looking for a place.
Of course. So right now, what we are advising people to do is to register themselves in the VPO, so VPO register in the Valencian community, because they are the ones that have to. So to get a house from that package, you need to be in there.
Yeah.
Okay. And also, if more people are there in that list from the regional government, then we get the information, so we know what is the real need in Xàbia in creating social houses. So we have the information. So right now, people should do that to be able to get a house now or in the future. We don't know, because maybe we start building more houses with that plan.
Yeah, but sooner the better. Get yourself on the list.
Of course. Okay. And also, if you're having trouble with your house, or you want to have advice about it, or what you can do or cannot do as an owner or as a renter, we have in social services, we have a legal advisor that can help you out as well if you need it. Yeah.
Right. Interesting. See, that's the way it's going. I mean, is there going to be enough room for, many more social housing areas?
We have the space.
You do? Yeah.
Yes, we do. So right now we are working towards creating it. It's not going to be like right now, because building a house takes time, but we are working towards having all the people's needs covered.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. We kept you long enough. Yeah. I kept you the whole hour last time.
Always happy to be here.
Yeah, no, it's fun. And it's interesting as well, just that some of the stuff you're working through, and especially how it applies to maybe the foreign population, but just about everybody.
Yes.
When will we speak to you next? Because obviously we're coming up to the festive period when there's lots going on.
I think it's on the 10th of December. I don't know.
Okay. All right, but just there'll be one before Christmas.
We'll talk about Christmas then.
Yes, we can get on to because you're sort of getting the plans in place, but we don't know for sure where markets and things are going to be. But
for now, on the 7th of December, so before I come here, in Paseo Jaime I, that's in the port, we're going to have the charity fair just as last year, and it's going to be great. So everyone go there, be charitable and give money and enjoy.